Hello students, welcome to another session of Business Law and Ethics. So today we will be discussing on Competition Act of 2002. So this Competition Act of 2002 is an amendment made and it is a recreation or the MRTP Act has been replaced as Competition Act in 2002. Okay, the MRTP Act have been amended and later it have been made into Competition Act of 2002. So we'll see what are the major amendments or what are changes that have been brought up in MRTP, so that what are the major things or objectives of this Competition Act and how the Competition Act differs from MRTP Act. So in the earlier session we know in MRTP we were discussing about the monopolist restriction trade practices. So when there is a monopolist exist or monopolistic market situation exist, the buyers will be in trouble. So to protect them, the MRTP Act was there, even though there were certain that was focusing on the customer rights and customer protection. There were many drawbacks of the MRTP. So to cover up all the drawbacks of MRTP Act, the Competition Act of 2000 came up. So the Competition Act is a precedent of MRTP Act of 1969, and it came up by amendment of the MRTP Act. And some of the major objectives of this Competition Act are establishment of a commission to prevent adverse effect on the competition. So the first objective was to establish or to bring up a commission to prevent the adverse effect on the competition. Second, promotion and sustains of competition in the market. Then protection of consumers' interest and rights. Freedom trade, that is a free trade. Now we'll see what is Competition Act. Now we have discussed and understood what is the objectives of Competition Act, but we will discuss in detail what is in actual the Competition Act of 2002. A new law called the Competition Act has been enacted to replace the extant law MRTP Act of 1969. Okay, the new law has been amended on 10th September 2007 by the Parliament. This Competition Act has again been amended in the year 2007 of September 10. An act to be provided keeping in view of the economic development of the country for the establishment of a commission to prevent practices having adverse effect on competition, also to promote and sustain competition in the markets, also to protect the interest of consumers and to ensure freedom of the trade carried by other participants in the market in India and for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto. Okay, so this Competition Act says that, or it was established to prevent the practices on the adverse effect of competition, to prevent the adverse effect of competition, also to promote and sustain competition in the market. There should be a healthy competition in the market for the proper market running, and it also aimed to protect the interest of consumers and ensure a freedom trade in the market. And since we have discussed the objectives, we'll see once again the broad objectives of Competition Act as laid down in its preamble are: the Competition Act notified in January 2003 stated the objective in preamble is to provide for the establishment of a commission. We already understood that the formation of a commission to prevent the adverse effect of competition, to establish a commission was the major objective of this Competition Act, and to eliminate the practices of adverse effect, then also to promote and sustain the competition, protect the consumers and ensure a freedom trade or a free trade in the market. Then the Competition Act had certain major features or had looked into certain major areas like competitive practices of Section 3. The Competition Act 2003 Section 3 deals with the anti-competitive practices. Then abuse of dominance, that was the Section 4 dealt with the abuse of dominance. Section 5 and 6 dealt with the mergers and acquisitions. Section 49 dealt with the competition advocacy. So these four were the major areas of the Competition Act. So the Section 3, 4, 5, 6 and 49 was a major features looked into by the Competition Act of 2002. Now we'll see what are the major difference between MRTP and Competition Act. So this Competition Act, the concepts were expressively defined, but in MRTP it was not clearly defined. The provision for regulation of combination was given here. No provision for regulation of combinations were given in the MRTP. Power to impose penalty is available in the Competition Act, but there was nothing like power for the penalty. To impose a penalty, there were no power in the MRTP Act, and in the competition, statutory authority can seek the opinion, but in the MRTP, no authority can seek any opinion, but in the competition can take a statutory opinion. Based on post-reform scenario in the competition, but it was the MRTP was on the pre-reform scenario, that is before the LPG time, that is liberalization, privatization, and globalization period, based on structure as factors, but here based on a size as factor, the MRTP. And in the competition, relatively more autonomy for the competition commission, but in the MRTP very little financial and administrative autonomy was existing, and penalty for offences and proactive and flexible working situation for the Competition Act, but in the MRTP no penalties for offences were charged, and reactive, once the situation occurs, then the action was taken, and rigid actions was taken. But in compared to the competition, it is proactive. The action will be taken before the actual situation occurs, and it is flexible in nature. Now, what are the activities prevented under Competition Act? What are the major actions prevented to protect the consumer's right, to enable freedom trade, and to have a healthier competition in the market? Price fixing. If two or more suppliers fixes the same price for supplying the goods, then it will be restricted practice. Then bid rigging. If two or more suppliers exchange sensitive information of bid, then it was also restricted. Then resale price fixation. If a producer sells the goods to the distributor on a condition that he will not sell on any other price which is not flexible to the producer, these activities were prevented under the Competition Act. Exclusive dealing. This is also restricted practice. So the price fixing, bid rigging, resale price fixation, exclusive dealing. So these four major things, where these major dealings of the market have been prevented by that was an outcome of the Competition Act. These four major activities were prevented during the Competition Act period. So what is an anti-competitive agreement? An anti-competitive agreement is an agreement having appreciable adverse effects on competition. Anti-competition agreement also include the agreement to limit the production or supply, agreement to allocate markets, agreement to fix price, bid rigging and collusive bidding, conditional purchase, exclusive supply and distribution arrangement, resale price maintenance, and refusal to delay. So the anti-competitive agreement includes but are not limited to these points. Like the anti-competitive agreement include all these things: agreement to limit the production and supply, agreement to allocate to the market, which market to be dealt with, the fixing the price, bid rigging, these all are the anti-competitive activities. Okay, anti-competitive agreement. By this, we end the session of Competitive Act, the Competition Act of 2002. I hope the concept is clear to you all. So, go through the slides and understand. If you feel any difficulty, get back to me. Thank you.